And here are the news stories we're covering this hour from TV 30 of the Treasure Coast, your local TV news service. I'm Marty Pickholz. The Phase 2 opening of Florida by Governor Ron DeSantis has had an effect on the residents of long-term care facilities. While there are no cases before Phase 2, Port St. Lucie facilities are reporting an uptick, with the Life Care Center having the most cases and deaths reported on the Treasure Coast. Since the Phase 2 opening, deaths in the long-term facilities have doubled, along with the general coronavirus illness cases. Port St. Lucie will see a new marijuana dispensary opening this Friday. One plant is one of 14 medical marijuana centers in the state and will join Liberty Health Sciences in Stuart. The Sea Lion 2, a luxury fishing boat built in 1963 in Stuart, is back in the water after a hiatus underwater after having sunk during Hurricane Irma in 2017. The renovations to the boat cost $1.7 million to repair and to refit. The boat was the flagship of the Northern Bahamas in the 70s and 80s and cruised with the fishing lanes with none other than Richard Nixon and Bing Crosby, if you can remember who those two were. The weather for the Treasure Coast. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 91. Light southeast winds becoming east-southeast 5 to 10 miles per hour in the morning. The evening forecast, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m., mostly cloudy, with a low around 74. East-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour becoming south after midnight. The Dow Jones average dropped another 700 points after the announcement that Texas is rolling back its reopening efforts after the recent coronavirus numbers hit the roof. Simultaneously, the Federal Reserve is pressing banks to conform with the minimum capital levels and look at suspending dividends at current levels so as to retain their liquidity, money, to keep them solid. Microsoft is closing 83 of its brick-and-mortar stores and going exclusively online. It will keep its London, New York City, Sydney, Australia, and Redmond, Washington locations, but they will be reimagined as experience centers. If you are in the neighborhood, you can check out exactly what this means. If you're receiving health benefits through Obamacare, you need to know that the Trump administration is looking to the Supreme Court to strike it down and kill it. Florida has over 1.9 million people covered and leads the nation in Affordable Care Act enrollment. The reality is that the numbers of carriers of the fast-spreading respiratory disease may be much higher than testing has confirmed. The number of infected Americans is likely 10 times higher than the number of cases reported, the head of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said Thursday. Our best estimate right now is for every case that's reported, there are actually 10 other infections. These 20 counties are the only counties in Florida with more than 1,000 total coronavirus cases. That means perhaps 20 million Americans have the virus, which can go undetected, but the vast majority of the population remain susceptible. In Florida, the recent surge has brought the state's official count of confirmed patients to 114,018. But the state health reports released Thursday show the surge has grown beyond the state's most populous 3 counties. And finally, on the news headlines front, the House of Representatives voted Friday to make D.C. the 51st state. President Trump and the Senate say no. The House of Representatives also approved a police reform bill, but issue stalled amid partisan standoff. Dr. Fauci said the task force is seriously considering new testing strategies. Walmart has stopped displaying the Mississippi state flag in stores. 4 years after Brexit, support for the EU surges in Britain. Go figure. And that's the news we're covering this hour from TV 30 of the Treasure Coast, your local TV news service. I'm Marty Pickholz, and we'll see you next time.